All right, today we are learning how to solve equations. We're going to take a look at one-step equations and two-step equations. Now, the most important thing about solving equations is having balance on both sides of your equal sign. So when you think of the word equations, I want you to think about the word equal, right? We find the word equal in the word equations, meaning that there is balance on both sides of the equal sign. The word variable means that there is something missing, a missing number, a missing unit, or it's just unknown. So for example, in our equation 2x plus 4 equals 16, x is our variable. It is the unknown number or the number that we're looking for. So let's look at this first equation. We have a one-step equation here. X plus 4 equals 16. X is our variable. It is the unknown. Using the algebra tiles, X is represented with the green long bar. It's being added, X is being added to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles. Now, what this is saying is that this side of the equal sign has to be balanced with this side, to the right side. So some number plus 4 has to equal 16. So the first thing we take a look at is what is happening to x? Is x being added, subtracted, multiplied, or divided? In this case, x is being added. Therefore, we have to do the opposite, the inverse, or the opposite of what sign is being used. So if x plus 4 equals 16, that means I do the opposite of this sign, minus 4. So I'm subtracting 4 on this side. I do the same thing to the other side. So 16 minus 4 left us with 12. This crosses out, and all I'm left with is my variable. So that means x equals 12. Remember, to check your work, substitute or replace the number you found for x back into the problem. So if x equals 12, then I'm going to write 12, because that's my variable, plus 4 equals 16. 12 plus 4 does equal 16, therefore my equation is balanced. Alright, so for two-step equations, we have this equation here, 2x plus 4 equals 16. So with this one, as you can see, our unknown is being multiplied to a number, which is 2. Then that unknown number times 2 is also being added to 4, which somehow equals 16. So just like we've done before, we're going to start off by balancing out our equations by leaving or isolating, leaving our variable alone. So I have plus 4 over here. I'm going to do the inverse or the opposite sign of addition, which is subtraction. So we have 2x plus 4 equals 16. We're going to subtract 4 on both sides. And that leaves us with 12. If we were to use algebra tiles, we subtracted 4. So we take away 4 on this side as well. Right, so that leaves us with 12. but I still have two groups, two x's. And I see that my 2 is being multiplied to my unknown, my variable. So, same thing we did here. We find the inverse or the opposite operation that needs to be done. So if this is being multiplied, the opposite of multiplication is division. To get x by itself, isolated, we're going to divide 2 on both sides of the equation. 2 divided by 2 is 1, leaving us with just 1x. And then when I divide 12 over 2, that gives me 6. If I want to check my answer, I just replace or substitute wherever I see x. So whenever I see x, I'm going to replace it with the 6. So we have 2 multiplied our x, which is 6, plus 4 equals 16. So let's see if this is true. 2 times 6 is 12, plus 4 equals 16. 12 plus 4 does equal 16. Therefore, my equation is balanced.